It is a cold and wet one today in South Carolina. I walked out the door to come out and go fishing, and it started raining as soon as I got out into the driveway. So I went back inside, grabbed the only thing I've got that's somewhat waterproof, which is my Sitka vest, and came back out, said screw it, we're gonna try anyways. So when I say cold, it's cold for this area this time of year. It's 50 degrees and raining, so it makes it feel a little bit colder than what it is, but it's really not bad out. Today, we're not gonna be fishing this pond that's behind me that I typically fish. We're gonna be fishing a new pond on the other side of the neighborhood that I just found out and heard of, and it is in fact another brackish or tidal pond like this one is behind me. Some of the neighbors told me that they have caught snook and tarpon in here, which I've heard. Actually, I've seen what I thought was juvenile tarpon. I don't really believe the snook part though, because of the environment. I don't think they can survive here. So we're gonna give it a shot and see if we can actually get anything in this pond anyways. If we can catch anything, I'll be happy, even if it's not a snook or tarpon. So we're just gonna give it a shot, see what all's in this pond. If we can't catch anything, got some shrimp, got some things to throw it on the bottom, some popping corks. Just gonna see what we'll bite today. So let's get over here, get fishing, and try to get on some fish. So we're gonna start off just throwing something right here on the bottom. Gonna throw with a little shrimp. As you guys can probably tell though, this pond is small, so we're just gonna throw this little shrimp, soak it here on the bottom. Gonna throw it on just throwing some split shots with the shrimp tied to it. We noticed some fish in here the other day. Seemed to be all shad or mullet. So I'm thinking this is just a saltwater pond. Just throwing some bass fishing stuff around here the other day. Didn't get a bite, didn't see a thing. So we'll see if anything wants to play today. And also, as you guys can probably tell, this is in the middle of a few houses, so it is definitely a good little residential pond. Hoping we can get something on this today, especially with being out here in the rain. Make it worthwhile. I don't know what these snook or tarpon would even eat in here, if there really are snook and tarpon in here. I could see there being reds, stuff like that. I really can't, I don't know, I can't really see there being snook or tarpon in here. In the other pond I've seen what looks like tarpon, but this pond, I don't know, to me it looked like carp. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna try to find a place just to cast that out. I need to find a place to put this so it doesn't get ripped into the water. And I'm gonna grab the other rod with a little popping cork on it. Try to get something over here near this brush. I would assume if something hits that rod, it's gonna try to run with it. I guess we're gonna find, oh. There's fish, fish on, fish on, fish on. That is definitely a fish. That was not long at all, guys. And it is a black drum. All right, so we have confirmed now that this is indeed a brackish pond. Come on, buddy. Let me get you so I can throw you back in. Right there, got a black drum, residential pond like this. It's pretty sweet. So, gonna get a quick picture and get them right back. All right, buddy. See ya later. And we are gonna throw another shrimp right back out there. So maybe the bottom game is the way to go. Now, if we can get something other than a drum, that would be pretty sweet and even better. Is there already something on that? There may already be something on that. Yeah, there definitely is something either on it or playing with it right now. Yep, there's a fish. Ooh, that is not a black drum. That is definitely a bigger and harder fighting fish than a drum. I don't know, it may be a black drum. It looks, yeah, it's another black drum. It's just a bigger one. Yeah. It's just a nice one. Holy crap. Actually, it's about the same size. It is definitely about the same size right there. So that is 2 within a few minutes, guys. So getting him right back. These things definitely like that shrimp on the bottom. So we're gonna keep on throwing that. Still haven't even been touched on the popping cork. So I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky and get something other than a black drum. But right now, it's looking like a black drum's probably gonna be about the only thing in this pond. But hopefully they're gonna show us that we're wrong about that here soon. Still just got that thing right there, held up in my bag, so I can kind of keep an eye on the line right here beside me. And hopefully it won't go anywhere without me being able to see it. Let's grab all the stuff. We're gonna go right down here. I'm gonna cast over towards these little rocks and these trees. Maybe some fish are hiding out down below them. I know one thing though, the fish that I've seen in here that took off when they saw me are not black drum. So we still got hope on something else being in here. Still have had 0 interest on the popping cork. Maybe that rod is a little too far over there on that bank. That way, if something does hit it, it has a little bit of room to run with it instead of just slacking up the line. Because where it was, they couldn't really run far. They could only slack it up and come to the center of the pond. But if we don't have too much luck here in the next probably 20 minutes or so, I think we're gonna head over to the other pond and try to get on a redfish. It'd be nice to get 1 or 2 more fish out of this pond before going over to the other one. There's no way that there's only 2 black drum in this pond. I must have just got really lucky with those first 2 fish. Oh, what was that? There we go. Oh, ladyfish. Dang, I knew there was something on it. My line went slack as soon as I looked down at it, and it was all the way on the other side by the time I put any pressure on it. I thought it was going to be something bigger. I'm tempted to take this other rod and cut the popping cork off of it and soak it on the bottom too, because right now I'm thinking that's probably the best way. On this one I'm running a little bit less weight, thinking less weight actually may help because they're not going to be able to feel that. Oh gosh, something hammered this. At least this way I've got 2 rods or 2 baits out on what I know they're hitting instead of just 1 on the bottom right here. That ladyfish that was on that rod that jumped and came off actually was a decent sized ladyfish. Well, no luck. So we are heading over to the other pond, see if we can't get on a redfish or another drum before having to head in. The rain's picking up a little bit, not much right now, but it is slightly picking up. So we're gonna go to the other pond. All I can say is I hope we're gonna have some more luck, because the way this started, I thought this pond was gonna be pretty good. 2 off the bat and 2 ladyfish that jumped off. So all we can hope for is better luck at the next one. We are at the area that I've caught my other redfish at in this pond. So we're gonna just do the same thing that we did then. So this, whoo, it's getting cold out. My hands are turning purple. It's gonna go right out in the middle. Then this one, we're gonna cast out to the side a little bit. So this rod, I don't think there's anything, but it moved a little bit. Yeah, it moved. I think it was a lot just because of the rain or a little bit of wind pushed it. There we go. There we go. This is fighting like a redfish. Gosh. I want to think it's a redfish, but it's also could very much just still be a black drum. It is a black drum. Gosh. I'm really hoping for a redfish. But guys, at least we got one over here. Another little baby black drum. Better than nothing though. Now I'm gonna need another piece of shrimp. I think I'm gonna cast this right over there where I just caught that one at. Yep, I am getting cold. So we're gonna have to go back, get back to the house so I can get out of these clothes into something dry. And I will see you guys back at the house. Well, we got back, got some of the wet clothes off, all the rods, well, these two rods, cleaned, sprayed down, since those are saltwater ponds. Got to do it to keep everything nice and clean and in good condition, but not too bad of a day. 2 fish in the new pond, lost 2 ladyfish. We're gonna have to go back there and try again and get some more shrimp and see what we can't get in there. But those fish hit pretty quick, which was pretty nice. So got those 2 fish, missed the 2 ladyfish in the other pond. Really slow for whatever reason, which it could be from the cold, like I mentioned, or who knows, it could be from the rain also. You know, there's so many things that go into fishing and what makes fish bite or not bite, but it was still fun nonetheless. Got on some fish. We're gonna do it again, get some more bait, and go on or out in a more ideal time. Maybe bring Cass out and get her to get some fish too in the video. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this far, hit the thumbs up if you like today's video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other content that is uploaded to the channel, and we will see you in the next video.